to what is video number 6. And if you made it to video number 6, I'm eternally grateful for that. As what's become our habit, we're going to take a little walk together and make a little market run, as has become the usual. Hopefully we're going to put together some pork chops today with a little bit of potatoes on the side. The next time we check in, hopefully we should be near the butcher, and I see you guys in the next video. So now we've got our pork chops from the market. What we're going to do is drop a little flour on there. The reason why we're mixing the flour in there is to cut the natural freshness of the meat. As you would have just seen, considering we just purchased it fresh from the butcher, this is a nice little technique. Keep the flavors in there, but to let the meat lose some of that fresh pork taste you get sometimes. So we're going to let it sit in this flour and bay leaf mixture for the better part of about 20 minutes or so. And we're going to come back. Alright, wonderful. So as you would have seen, we just tenderized our meat with our fist. And if you have a kitchen mallet, that's equally wonderful, but in our case we passed our day's frustration on the piece of pork, yeah? At this juncture now, since we've added a little bit of oil as an adhesive after draining out the water, we're going to add just a touch of green seasonings. Again, make sure your hands are always clean in your kitchen. That way you can't be afraid to use your hands in there, right? So we use a little bit of wet seasonings at first. Alright, we're coating that with our hands, nice and beautiful. Alright, very lightly. Store-bought Caribbean flavors green seasoning. Alright, once you mix that in, you use your fresh seasonings. So this is freshly minced garlic and ginger, because garlic and ginger are your friends when you're using pork. And freshly chopped basil. Alright, and of course, you can't have the swine, especially your pork chops, without rosemary. So you make sure every piece of meat gets evenly coated with that ginger and garlic mixture. Alright. Once we have this going on, this is our first layer of flavor, right? Our first step in our flavor profile. Alright. We're going to add a few cloves in there as well. Those pork chops, out. This guy. And the last one in the bigger piece, yeah? Wash your hands. Very important. Always wash your hands. And now we're going to start to apply our dry rub. Bit of salt. We'll eyeball it, but generally we would say this is about a little under a tablespoon of salt. Yeah? We have about 3 pork chops inside of there. Boom. Alright. Coarse black pepper. Of course, one of our best friends in the kitchen. Quite a bit of that. And cayenne for a different type of heat. Yeah. And paprika for its smokiness. Alright. A little bit of your store-bought steak seasoning. You mix this guy up with your hand, yeah? Beautiful. Make sure all your meat gets nice and coated. That beautiful dry rub mixture that you put together. Alright, make sure everything is nice and evenly distributed in there. Alright, nice little toss action. Alright, beautiful. So your meat is getting nice and coated. Those beautiful spices. Next time we check in, we'll be in about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. And we're going to start searing this meat on the grill. Hopefully you guys find it fairly simple so far. And see you in the next frame. Alright, beautiful. So our piece of pork has seasoned for the better part of the last hour and a half or so. We have our cast iron skillet on medium heat for the better part of the last 3 minutes. And now we're going to proceed to searing this beautiful piece of meat. Get a nice sound. Alright. And we'll be infusing this rosemary mixture and basil. And bay leaf. Next time we check in, we'll be flipping this meat over. Brilliant. And so, keep dipping this rosemary and glazing it over our meat. We're going to make sure we get a nice color inside. We're starting to achieve that. That beautiful, beautiful color we're working with. Flip it over. Keep bathing it with our rosemary. Beautiful. So we flipped it the first time. As you can see, we have a nice seared color. The next time we check in, we're going to put it to rest before it goes into the oven. See you guys in the next frame. Peace. So now, we've let everything rest for the better part that it's supposed to. Our potatoes have been roasted. I'm going to dig into those first. Oh yes, a little bit of homemade sour cream. Beautiful. The pork cuts like butter. No resistance. And the flavor of that garlic really permeated the meat. It tastes absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna get off the frame so I can enjoy the rest of my meal. I'm gonna close off the vlog in the next frame. Deuces! Brilliant. Again, for the brave who's made it this far, I thank you for watching and again for your contributions. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share. Also, if you guys followed, you should have just had something wonderful, whether it be for yourself or whether you chose to entertain friends or something of that nature. And as we do every week, at this juncture is where we say remember to eat well, live well, and be well. Peace.
Ryan Little.